Hey there, how's it going, folks? It's your old pal, Officer Hank Schlitz, the friendly neighborhood game cop, here to give you the straight poop on all the games and doings that's going on in the electronic entertainment world. Alright, yeah. So, how you doing out there? I'm hoping it's all good and gravy, and you slept good, you're doing good, you're living in the light of God, just like we all should be. You're not out there making my life hard, making me have to bring you in and write all this crap on the papers, and then, it's just hard. I prefer to not do anything. I prefer it when civilization just kind of takes care of itself, which shouldn't be necessary. The fact that I even have a job just shows that the human race is doomed, because you all need me. You need me to tell you what to do, and if I wasn't here making sure that you weren't spitting gum on the street and kicking dogs in the butt, that you would be just fucking eating each other alive. It's true. All right? And I know it's true because of something that I saw in a video game. I've seen it other places too. I see it on the street, but this video game really drove the point home to me, and I'm really scared, all right? I'm really, really frightened. So, yeah, it's good to be back. And it's good to not be feeling so fucking apoplectic for once, Usually I'm here spitting and raving, getting all mad and acting a lunatic and such, talking about the things that just please me in this world about video games and all of the other things. But, it's nice to actually be having a positive experience for once, having something to tell you nice folk that you should be doing, that you should be excited about, because there's so few things to be excited about in this world. It's mostly just a big bag of crap. But every now and then, you get a nice little nugget of salmon in your crap, and you dig it up, and you wash it up, and you eat it. I'm sorry, I got this cat here, and it's driving me nuts. All I'm thinking about is fish and poop, fish and poop, fish and poop. It's day in, day out. You know how it is with a kitty cat. They just want to eat and poop, eat and poop, eat and poop. What are you gonna do? All right, I'm not doing much more with my life. So who am I to complain? Anyway. So what's this game we're talking about? The game we're talking about today is Mad Max. It's an adaptation of the classic movie series. That's the word I was looking for. That mostly stars Mel Gibson. They had a new one called Fury Road that had Tom Hardy in it. It was pretty fucking good. I'd say that and Road Warrior are probably the best ones. The first one, Mad Max, is all right. Who's calling me? Who's got this number? Oh. This is a problem, folks. I should not be getting calls. I have the phone here just to make sure that I don't get calls. Otherwise, I wouldn't even have the phone plugged in, but I need to make sure that no one even knows what the number to this place is. And the fact that this is happening is very, very concerning. Good. All right. Anyway, Mad Max. Mad Max is a movie about the end of the world. It's about a world where there's basically nothing left except sand and gasoline and assholes. And it's fucking great. I love the movies. It stars Mel Gibson in them. He plays a cop that's running around in a world gone nuts. And it's basically all done and shit. And he's the only guy that can get shit done. And they're fun. I'm not doing them justice. You should go check it out. I'm not a film reviewer. I'm a game reviewer, and I'm here to talk about the game and how well it works as an adaptation, because that's the main thing I really like about Mad Max here, is that it's a really fantastic adaptation. And most games, I feel like they set out to do something and they fuck it up and they don't do good, all right? In this game, it sets out to do something. I think it accomplishes it pretty well. So maybe it's just the fact that I got this PlayStation Plus thing and it's basically a free game. I didn't have to spend $60 on it, and that might be giving me a little bit of bias. Although, really, if you add it all up and the amount of times I paid for that thing, the amount of times I paid for that thing and the amount of times that I've actually gotten something useful out of it, most of the time, the games they got on there are games you don't like, the total bags of shit, or, every now and then they got something good, but usually something I already played, like Bloodborne or whatever. But this was one of the few that I actually hadn't played. But, like, most of the other stuff on there, let me just get on this soapbox for a minute about, oh, God, you saw my innards. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, PlayStation Store, they got the PlayStation Plus. Most of the time, the games on there are total bags of bullshit. Like, they got this one called 99 Vidas and Claire, and I don't know even who the fuck those games are for. Like, I want to hear from the fan base of Claire, and I want to know your excuses for the way you live your life, because this is fucking ridiculous, all right? Those games are crap. PlayStation Plus, you gotta get more stuff like Mad Max on there, all right? Mad Max is pretty fucking great. And what do you do in this game, all right? Well, you know, what do you do? You run around, you kill shit. That's basically every fucking game ever made. But what you do in Mad Max is it takes place in a world that's, you know, the apocalypse, and the game does a really good job of selling the you know, the motifs of the movie and the themes. It's a very, very harsh world where people are eating each other alive and fucking each other in the butt to get dominance over each other, and all a bunch of fucking monkeys killing each other. Because that's how it'd be when the world ends. We're all gonna be it's not gonna all gonna band together and live in a fucking treehouse. We're gonna be eating each other alive and pulling each other eyeballs out to get the sweet succulent moisture within. That's how it's gonna be. It's gonna be like Mad Max. It's gonna be flames and fire and blood and guts. It's gonna be awful. All right, I'm terrified. This game's got me really spinning in the wind, really afraid of a very likely future that hopefully I don't live to see. I hope one of you fucks just clubs me right in the head, because if this is how the apocalypse is, you know, I'm seeing Mad Max and I'm thinking, I'm a cop. I'm gonna do well. I got a gun. I basically know how to use it. I've got other experiences. I've lived a life. I'm no spring chicken. I'm not gonna get the wool pulled over my eyes. But this game makes me think that once the apocalypse comes, I'm just gonna get clubbed right in the fucking head, and I'm gonna be tasting my brains in the first 5 minutes of this fucking debacle, because the shit's gonna get real bad real quick. So you run around the game, you're doing things, and one of the things that's really good about it is the brutality of it. The world is awful. The only way you get any health is by eating dog food and maggots out of the rotted guts of people that are lying all over the fucking place. This world has got, you know, towers of fucking desecrated bodies and fucking blood and guts hanging all over the place. It's bedlam. It's fucking awful. It's great and awful. Like, it's very Mad Max. It's fucking horrifying, and I love it. It's a really good adaptation, and the stuff you do in the game it's all about cars and beating the fuck out of people. That's what Mad Max is all about, man. So, like, probably the best thing in the game is the car combat, which I wish more games would have kind of stuff like this. Doing this kind of crap in Grand Theft Auto would be kind of fun. But what you do is you're running around in the road, you speed it up, using nitro boost, throwing grenades and shotgunning people's tires out and blowing up and crap everywhere. It's fucking fantastic. It's really great. The car stuff in particular in this game is good. Not everything's good. There's a lot of collectathon stuff. The combat's not like totally original, but you know, you could say that for basically every fucking game that comes out, so I'm not going to really hold that against it too much. It's setting out to do something, and it does it decently well enough. And the story is actually pretty Mad Max too, because in classic fashion, Mad Max is just kind of a Roma. He doesn't really, you know, he's a rolling stone. He doesn't stay anywhere for too long because he doesn't want to get attached to people. He's a real hard ass, but at the end of the day, he's a decent guy too, so he gets wrapped up in all these situations. Usually there's some kid, he's like, oh, fuck me, I gotta fucking save the kid, I want to do this. I know this ain't gonna end well for me, and it doesn't, and they fucking die. And then he's like, fuck me, I'm just gonna keep going. You just gotta keep fucking going. It's bleak. It's really bleak and sad in the end, even though Max has these moments of heroism. And that's something that's really fantastic about it as an adaptation. I think it really gets the character down well. It gets all the themes down well. The game's decent and fun enough to play, and some parts of it are really, really great. And those parts are really, really great because they emulate the movie very, very well. So, it's just nice to not be so fucking pissed off about something, you know? I'm pretty sure that the world's gonna end just like this, and I'm gonna die very, very quickly in it. I'm terrified, I haven't slept in days, and that's all thanks to Mad Max, a terrific game. Go play it, folks. I'm the Game Cop. See you later, see you soon, see you in hell. Bye-bye, Game Cop.